It's time for Friday Fabulous Florida.
There is a gigantic alligator in my kitchen.
A look at the weirdest stories from our weirdest state.
We're off to the races. Clearly, not everybody loves a drone. A Florida man has been arrested after shooting and destroying a Walmart delivery drone, according to deputies in Florida. This man is behind bars after allegedly shooting a Walmart delivery drone, rendering it inoperable. Happened in Lake County. Deputies were called out to the Walmart on Johns Lake Road in Clermont on Wednesday after drone delivery representatives reported this incident. Ooh, what do we give the booking photo? I'm gonna give it a 6. What do you think, Albert?
Yeah, it's a little below average for me. So maybe like a 4 and
You
a
think
half.
it's a 4? Yeah. I mean, he doesn't look as angry as he likely was when he shot down the drone. He kind of looks like
pretty angry now, but I mean, I'm sure he's also just surprised as I am that Florida has these Walmart drones.
I don't know. A representative said a 2-man crew was campaigning in a nearby community, which included mock deliveries to the crew to attract business and to attract interest. And while awaiting a drone delivery's descent, the crew stood in front of a home located in a cul-de-sac. And when the drone started to descend, one of the reps said he heard a loud, consistent sound of a gunshot. The representative told deputies he saw this 60-year-old white man wearing blue jeans and a blue shirt at the side of the home, holding a gun toward the sky and aiming at the drone. So the crew goes back to Walmart. They said they had the drone fly back to the store. After inspecting it, they said there was about $2,500 worth of damage to the payload system. So deputies then went back to the home where this shooting happened, allegedly, where they met with 72-year-old Dennis Wynn, featured here. When asked if he had an incident with a drone, Wynn allegedly said he did. He told deputies he saw that drone fly over his home, prompting him to retrieve his gun to fire at it. He said he'd had experiences with drones flying over his home, and he believed it was watching him.
There's never been anything like this.
Wynn was arrested, charged with shooting at an aircraft, criminal mischief, damage over $1,000, discharging a firearm on public or residential property. Busted. He thought I was watching him, Albert. I mean, he has a good excuse.
I don't blame him. If you didn't know what that was and you're a Floridian, then I would be just as concerned. But he clearly knew what it was. So
he thought it was coming for him.
He probably could have fudged that a little bit.
This one involves a Florida man who was arrested after robbing and killing a Leesburg store owner. This man was arrested a month after this murder. His name is Alez Lopez of Wildwood. He was arrested by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement in the Kissimmee area on Wednesday. He's accused of walking into the M&M Food Mart and killing the shop owner there who was working the register. This happened after 9 p.m. The family devastated. They're trying to raise money to help. He was on FaceTime with his wife, this owner of this store, when he was killed. He was there working hard for his family, and this guy comes in and takes him out. So this is Mr. Lopez. He is now facing multiple charges, including murder, armed robbery, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, use of firearm during a felony. I would say if he thought he was going to get away with it, maybe don't put the tattoos on your face and neck. I don't know. He's pretty recognizable.
Yeah, it's very obvious. I think that's the only reason why. I don't remember why I put the story in there, but I think that's the only reason why I saw face tats. So I think that's why I put
face
this in
tats. There. Yeah, that's probably why. I mean, it's not, you don't blend into the background when you got that going on. So let's move on to this Florida man accused of stealing $3,000 worth of dirt. Because if you were going to steal something, apparently dirt is where it's at. 15 loads of dirt stolen, about $3,000 worth. Lee County deputies responding to Anaconda Avenue in Lehigh Acres after a victim told officials that 15 truckloads of dirt were missing. That seems like kind of a long and heavy theft. Like, how it's not like you're just swiping something little and walking out. The victim who's a field operations supervisor, said one of his employees noticed 8 to 10 trucks at the location appearing ready for dirt to be loaded onto them. The supervisor said there was no authorization. It takes 2 to 3 months to get a contract, and he didn't recognize the men that were there trying to remove the dirt. Each load of dirt cost $200, which means the total was about $3,000 worth of stolen dirt. The man was arrested and charged with grand theft. He was taken to the Lee County Jail for dirt theft. That's got to be a first. No. Mm-mm.
That's the first for me. I've been doing the Florida segment for a very long time. I haven't seen dirt be a reason for an arrest.
Now, I have seen stories like this next one before. This woman was impaled by the stick of an umbrella. Yeah, she's impaled in the leg by an umbrella while sunbathing with her family on a Florida beach. The wind picks up those umbrellas and whips them around, and it can be dangerous. So the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says about 3,000 people are hospitalized every year due to beach umbrella-related incidents. True story. A spokesperson for the Cocoa Beach Police Department told the Fox News and the NBC News affiliate the rental umbrella became lodged in this woman's leg while she and her family were sitting on Cocoa Beach. The umbrella continued to move after becoming lodged in the woman's leg, so they had to bring out the bolt cutters to separate the canopy of the umbrella from the pole.
The image is hideous.
Still flapping around. Isn't that the truth? Additional details about the incident, including how the umbrella became dislodged from its original position, not immediately available. But the Cocoa Beach Fire Department and the Brevard County Fire Rescue handled the medical call. Her condition hasn't been publicly released. The Consumer, again, Product Safety Commission says this is not uncommon. 3,000 people a year are hospitalized because of an incident with a beach umbrella.
You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for.
It happens. Maybe it wasn't planted as firmly as it could have been. Maybe the wind kicked up. When you see those umbrellas flying around, duck for cover. That's scary. Oh, you did it for me, Albert. You gave me a gator. There is a hungry alligator that was seen strolling with a snake in its jaws in a Florida neighborhood. Alligator mating season in Florida usually ends around the end of June, so right about now. But the hunting season is apparently not over for alligators. So this is what they saw in Fort Myers Beach. This woman driving to work to a bridal shower on Saturday and comes across this reptile in the roadway, hits her brakes. The young alligator just walking along, taking a little stroll with a snake in its mouth. She said she did the wise thing, let the hungry beast pass so it could go on its way and enjoy its dinner. But that's interesting. There's the picture. Check it out. I mean, that's quite a sight. If you're driving along and you see this guy in front of you,
with a snake in its mouth is crazy.
Oh, wow. It's like nature playing out right before your eyes. Wild. Only in Florida, I'm telling you. A Florida dad was arrested after his 15-month-old daughter ate his freshly rolled weed joint. Come on.
Not the parent of the year here.
Not the dad of the year award. No, this Florida man has found himself behind bars because of this. His 15-month-old daughter had to be hospitalized after she ate most of her father's freshly rolled marijuana joint. His name is Cody Spiegelhalter. He's arrested on Sunday, charged with child neglect after this incident in Bunnell. It all started when he reported to police that his niece's child was visiting her father at his home and had to be taken to the hospital. So deputies catch up with Spiegelhalter at his home, which they say was in complete disarray. The home had dog feces and urine on the floors and garbage throughout, exposed nails. It looks like there were a lot of dangers for kids in this house. No working air conditioner. The place was a mess. He was at home, he said. He'd rolled this joint for himself, put it down, went to use the bathroom, and that, he said, is when his 15-month-old daughter grabbed it and ingested most of it. So when the deputies get there, they notice, they say, that there was loose marijuana all over the residence within reach of a toddler. A small amount of mushroom and THC wax also in plain view. So the little girl starts having medical issues. She's taken to the hospital. Her current condition unknown at this time, but he, of course, is under arrest for child neglect without great bodily harm. He remains in jail on $25,000 bond. Yeah. This is what happens.
What would you rate him on the booking?
It's going to be a 2. I mean, he looks the part, but I can't look at that guy and feel anything but anger about what he did and how he put a kid at risk. Yeah, I'm giving him a 2. I don't like him.
Isn't anybody but a weed?
Yeah, it's a low score for me. I can't separate the two, but yeah, he looks like a Florida man. Like a specific kind of Florida man.
I'm glad Mark's not here to yellow card me for that, because I'm sure he would. I'm not supposed to consider the crime, but I can't help it.
I mean, yeah, well, he's not here, so while he's away.
Yeah, we're in charge.
Nobody snitch on Kim, please.
No. Okay, next one. A Florida woman has scaled an apartment complex while trying to escape from deputies. She went on the run, did she? Yeah, this lady, she didn't want to go to jail. This Hillsborough County woman, they say she had a daring attempt to avoid arrest and led sheriff's office workers to put out a public service announcement warning people, don't scale apartments to try to get away from authorities, because apparently people need to be told this in Florida. So deputies went to serve a felony warrant on Quanay Toussaint. She's 27, and she wasn't having it. She tried to escape. Look at her go. She's trying to get out. Yeah. They've got the dogs out looking for her. Oh, man. There's the bedroom. She's outside the window. Hey, wait a minute. She's trying to climb. Yeah,
she had a cell phone too. She not.
The body cam footage shows the deputies, as we just saw and are seeing, walking through the apartment, forcing their way into a bedroom where one woman can be seen on the bed, another woman crawling out the window. The video shows this lady hanging from the second-story window as people below tell her, go back inside. Then deputies grab a hold of her arms from inside the bedroom and they hoist her back inside. Thank goodness. I mean, she could have injured herself. She had felony warrants for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and discharging a firearm in public or on residential property. The sheriff says to see our deputies shift from making an arrest to preserving life is commendable. This criminal had no intention of being arrested, and he said, I couldn't be more proud of our team for taking her into custody safely. And P.S., don't try to scale an apartment building to get away from the law. So, that is Friday Fabulous Florida. Do we have a favorite? What do you think, Albert?
I mean, I wasn't very pleased with the options I had this week. I felt like I was reaching a lot. I had to do a lot more research. I feel Florida's had their S together. They had their everything together.
All right.
I think they were just watching the debate or something, and they were not really out there being up to their no good. But I got to go with the Gator. The Gator, usually that's you, but it's the Gator with the snake in its mouth.
Yeah, I like the Gator. That's a really strong offering. I feel like the Gator with the snake is very, very Florida. However, I think I'm going to go with the woman impaled by the umbrella at Cocoa Beach. Yeah, I'm going to do that one. Let's see what they've got. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. What do you like?
A lot for the Gator and then,
the drone. Oh, you know what I didn't do is I didn't go over them again to give you guys the options to pick. Let me do it. My apologies. The Florida man arrested after shooting and destroying a Walmart delivery drone. The suspected arsonist. Oh, I didn't even get to that one. The Florida man stealing $3,000 worth of dirt. A woman impaled on the leg by an umbrella while sunbathing on a beach. A hungry alligator seen strolling with a snake in its jaws in a Florida neighborhood. A Florida dad arrested after his 15-month-old daughter ate the weed. And a Florida woman scaling the apartment complex while trying to escape from authorities. So those were the choices.
The story was the New Mexico man, so I needed to remove that. I don't know. I was doing these stories really, really late after my job last night.
Oh, see, this is what happens. Let's see. Thomas says the gross eating baby beard daddy. He says this. So there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not parent of the year. Might be your favorite Florida story.
Gordon says Gator wins.
I mean, the dirt is strong too. We've never had stolen dirt.
We really haven't.
And it seems kind of crazy.
Chico Shar is off with the drone. That drone was pretty good. Yeah. Gator with the snake from Francine. How's it looking in the polls?
The Gator. The Gator has 45%
Gator.
of the vote.
All right.
Everybody
Grady, you're not supposed to be working against me here, my friend. Yellow card for Kim. Yellow card for Kim.
We have 1 week to remember what she did, but I don't think anybody will remember.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, so that is Friday Fabulous Florida. Thank you for playing along.
This has been Friday Fabulous Florida.
There is a gigantic alligator in my kitchen.
Y'all come back now here.
Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell, you'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.